Hello, this is Lunar Dreams, and as you know, today is June 1st, so it's Pride Month. I was very excited to get into this month because I've been thinking of doing a little character drawing for a while for Pride, but I wanted to wait until the month officially started first. Now, the pose used here is based off of a base drawing that I found on Pinterest, which I will tag in the description below. I just want to say how happy I am with the results. Um, I can't wait for you guys to see it. I have been drawing since I was 5 years old, and that means it's been 19 years. And I'm really happy to see the progress that I've been making, especially within the last year, even. And I owe it to the changes I've made in my life. I have cut back my online socialization, added more IRL socialization. I focus more on just taking care of me, myself, and I, while still having compassion for others. Basically, I am doormatting myself, if that makes sense. But for this drawing, I decided to go with a more summery look. It's June, right? And what doesn't say queer like a pair of booty shorts? So anyway, I made Tsukihiko's little booty shorts here, and of course I have to get the signature hairstyle. I just I don't know what I was thinking with the bangs. At first, it was really hard to draw the bangs, but I've gotten so used to it now, and I love it. I'm happy that I can remember how to do it now. I played with the idea of a little bun, but I decided not to do that. And here I'm just finishing off the hair, just getting all the lines in. It's very stylish. I just really like his design, and if I could in real life look like this, I would. I totally would. Even the ears, 'cause I think that would be really cool. And here I'm just cleaning up the lines, just fixing anything that's like double layered. And I'm setting up the background. So it is white. That's just because I wanted to have a little bit of a background to the buildings. Just because you can see the galaxy pattern behind it, kind of. So what I did here is I was just outlining the buildings, which took me a few tries, because I kept drawing on the wrong layer. Oh, rookie mistake. But eventually I did finish, and I think it turned out pretty well. I did layer a black version on top, and I kind of just pulled it together, in my opinion. I do want to say that the buildings and the galaxy patterns, that's all brushes. And I would love to link them or let you know where I got them, but I got those brush packs like 4 or 5 years ago, and I do not remember where I got them. I'll try to figure it out though. Maybe I'll put it in the comments if I do. I do also want to apologize for flashing just because my eyes have a really hard time discerning two bright colors next to each other. And so what I do is I turn off the background so I can see my line art better. Because it I don't know, it just all blurs together, if that makes sense. And for me, on my screen on Procreate, I see a gray background with a grid, basically the transparent background. But for you guys, for the recording, it's just black. And so I do apologize for that. And of course, I had to do the signature tattoo. And just to let you in on a little secret, that was just an experiment. I slapped on a color of blue, I did a clipping layer, I grabbed an airbrush, I colored over it, and then I was like, I've been working with some bloom. Why don't I try that? And hence his tattoos were born. Now, here is where I started coloring the flags, and you can see that I started out with the trans pride flag here, but while I was looking up resources on Pinterest just so I can color pick on the second flag, I was like, I while I do fall under the transgender umbrella, I do feel more like demi boy maybe. But demi boy still didn't feel like the perfect choice for me as a label. And so I looked into it more and I found demi gender, which is the yellow instead of the blue, which is basically you feel like still non-binary, but you have aspects of other genders, like two or more genders. And so that's where I was like, you know what? I've decided that I'm going to say I'm demi-gender. And the second flag here that you saw is actually the demisexual flag, because right now, when it comes to my orientation, that's the closest I can really say. And, well, demisexual just means that you have to develop a strong emotional attachment to a person before you ever feel bow chicka wow wow, if you know what I mean. And here I also decided to do a little happy pride. And of course, I used my favorite brushes, the Galaxy brushes. I did a little rainbow clipping mask on the title. And of course, I had to add my name at the end, just, to credit myself for my hard work. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this artwork. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you on my next live. Goodbye!